Let's look at this question now. In a 6-digit number, the sixth, that is the rightmost digit, is the sum of the first 3 digits. The fifth digit is the sum of first 2 digits. The third digit is equal to the first digit. The second is twice the first digit, and the number is divisible by 11. How many such 6-digit numbers are possible? Okay, so let me just first make 6 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So the sixth, that is the rightmost digit, is the sum of first 3 digits. Okay, fifth is the sum of first 2 digits. Third digit is equal to first digit. I'm assuming the first digit to be a, then third would be a. Second is twice the first digit, so it would be 2a, right? And the sum of first 3 digit, that is 4a, it would be the last digit. And the sum of first 2 digit, it is fifth digit, right? I'm assuming this fourth digit to be b, and this number has to be divisible by 11. What is the divisibility rule for 11 says? That if you take the sum of digits, sum of alternating digits starting from the units digit, that is 4a plus b plus 2a, this is represented by u, that would be 6a plus b. This is the alternating sum of digits starting from units digit. And if you take the alternating sum of digits starting from tens digit, that is 3a, a and a, so that would be 5a. If you take this difference, and this difference is a multiple, for this number to be divisible by 11, this difference has to be a multiple of 11. This difference has to be a multiple of 11, right? But I'm getting this u minus t as, if I subtract, I'm getting a plus b, and I need this to be the multiple of 11. A and b are digits. Now, there are constraint on these digits. Can you see, if I take the value of a as 1, this last digit would be 4 in that case. If I take this digit as 2, last digit in that case would be 8. Yes, it is possible. But if I take a is equal to 3, it becomes 12. And 12 is not a single digit. I cannot fill this 6 place by 12. So this is not possible. So I have only two cases, 1 and 2. Now I have to add these two digits to get a multiple of 11, right? Multiple of 11. Either it could be 0, but I cannot make the sum of digits to be 0 because uh, only a is 1 or 2, right? So I cannot make it as 0. Can I make it as 11? Yes. If a is 1, I can take b as 10, which is not possible. But if a is 2, I can make it b as 9, so that this sum is 11. Can I make it as different multiple? Can I make it 22? No. The maximum sum of two digits could be 18. So it cannot reach 22. So the only value possible for a is 2 and b is 9. So there would be only such 6-digit number possible. And that number would be 2. 2 into 2 is 4. 2, 9. 3 into 2 is 6. 4 into 2 is 8. So only one such number is possible. How many numbers are possible? Only one number. This is the correct answer. Let's look at this question now. For which of the following ranges of values of x, the given logarithmic expression square root of log of 7x minus 2x square upon 5 to the base 10 will be a real number? Okay, so this expression, that is square root, would be a real number when the item inside this square root would be something greater than or equal to 0. So I need the value of this log. I need the value of this log to be greater than or equal to 0. Correct? So I need 7x minus 2x square upon 5 to be greater than equal to 10 raised to the power 0. And that is 1. So I can, because base is positive, I can clearly multiply this inequality. So I get minus 2x square would be greater than equal to 5. If I take all the terms to right hand side, I get 2x square minus 7x plus 5 would be less than or equal to 0. Would be less than or equal to 0. Right. So I can factorize this quadratic as 2 times x. This would be 10. I need to break 10 into two numbers. So it would be minus 5 plus 2. No, minus 5 minus 2. So minus 5 by 2 and x minus 2 by 2. This has to be less than or equal to 0. I can write it as x minus 2.5 into x minus 1. I've divided the whole inequality by this. I have divided this whole inequation by 2. So I'm left with this relation. So from here, I'm getting x as greater than 1 but less than 2.5 for this expression to be a real number. Okay, but I need to check for these values. This number has to be positive, because I cannot have this number. I cannot have this number to be negative. I cannot have this number to be negative. Guys, okay, this has to be positive. But can you see, I've already taken this number as greater than 1, right? I've taken this number as already greater than 1. So there is no need to check for it whether this number for this range of x, whether this is positive or not. It would be always positive, right? So the correct range of x would be x is from 1 to 2.5, or option C is the correct answer.